Have you ever gone to a meeting and felt like, why am I here? You walked into the room, people were shouting at one another, people were uh, not listening to one another. You looked down at what seemed like to be like an agenda, and you were listening to what was being said in the room, and nothing was making sense. Well, what if I could tell you that in 4 easy steps, you can help your colleagues run a more effective and efficient meeting so that everyone is on the same page. Hi, my name is Edward Davis II, and I'm here to tell you about 4 easy steps that will help you run in a more efficient and effective meeting. Step number one. Step number one, be present. Being present doesn't just mean showing up to a meeting. Being present means doing your homework before you show up. Make sure you jot down some ideas, jot down some possible solutions, and share these ideas and solutions with everyone else in the room, making sure that your viewpoint is being shared and understood as well. When a speaker is speaking, make sure you're sitting up, being attentive. It shows that you are engaged with what the speaker is trying to say, and you understand that, and they understand that you want to be there. Also, make sure that you know your audience within the room, your other colleagues, your other peers. Know that you're not the only one in the room that has a viewpoint, that has an idea. And so be mindful of that when you're talking, so that you don't take up all the time or take up all the space for speaking at that point. Step number two, ask questions and listen effectively. When someone is speaking, jot down some ideas, jot down some things that maybe aren't as clear to you, because after the speaker is done with their speech, they can provide some clarity for you. Also, when someone else is speaking, let them speak. We all want to jump at a chance to say our viewpoint before a person's done speaking. A lot of times when someone is speaking, usually they're answering your question while they're giving their speech or their response to what you're asking. So listen effectively. Step number three, stick to the script. Now I know that might sound more or less professional for something like this, but if there's an agenda at the table, stick to it. There's a reason why it's there. So if you sit down, you look down on the agenda, and there's conversation going on in the room and it has nothing to do with the agenda, bring everybody back. Don't do it in a harsh way. Or just say, hey everybody, we are on a time schedule. We're here for a goal, or we're here for a certain purpose. Let's get back to this, and then let's handle the outside conversation, later on at the end of the meeting, or let's take a few moments later on once we've gotten the business of the meeting done. Also, if you hear side chatter or side comments, ask those people to hold off a minute until the business is being taken care of. It's not something as you're being rude to them, but that let them know that their viewpoints are just as much appreciated as yours, and you would like to hear their view on what the topic is. So cut the side chatter, as they would say. And the fourth step is setting goals. Like I mentioned earlier, a lot of people come to meetings and dread them because they don't understand why they're there. They walk away from a meeting and feel like nothing was accomplished, feeling like they don't know what is going to happen next. There's no sense of direction. So if you're setting goals, when the meeting starts, people are aware that, okay, there's something that I'm supposed to take away from this meeting. When you're setting goals, make sure that people know that they're a part of the plan. So in doing that, assign them a goal. Make sure that they know that exactly what their goal is and how long they have to get that goal taken care of. Outside of the meeting, check up with them. If they're having trouble, say, hey, I know you were assigned such and such goal at the meeting last week. Ask them if they need any help. Maybe they just might. Maybe they might be too scared or too shy to ask you. And set deadlines. Make sure that if a goal is being set, that they have something to present at the next meeting. Make everyone in the room take ownership, because at the end of the day, you guys are all a team, and that you want to make sure that they know that everybody shares the same blame if one person does not come up with their end of the agreement. Today, I've shared with you 4 easy steps to run an effective and efficient meeting. It is my hope today that these 4 steps will help your next meeting run much more smoothly, people will be much more attentive, and that everyone will come away from the meeting knowing that they did not just waste their time. Good day to you, and thank you.